You went and did it, bro. We're back here again, and you said that you was going to make it happen. Back when we were talking, you were saying that you was going for these 10K plus months, but you've just gone and absolutely smashed it out of the park, and in such a quick time. What I love about you, Damien, is you showed like what's possible, and not to just stop. Obviously, you've doubled or obviously your income goals from before, but you just kept learning and obviously implementing, and look where you are now, man. Incredible story.
Yeah, love it, bro. It's uh, it's been a bit of a crazy journey, like you said. Before my record was 7.5K, 7.8K, and then this month I set a target of 10K, which I'd hit in the first, I think, 18 days, and then I've just finished on about 17.5K for the month. So yeah, it's been crazy.
17.5K USD. I'm probably going to butcher this. It's probably about 30 and a half grand, is it? Something like 14 grand English?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but I'd say at least 12 grand, I think.
Yeah, yeah, easy, man. How does it feel to be like just making life-changing money every month? But more than anything, like you have obviously a team now, and you're obviously helping others and inspiring others because there's been other people in your team that have made good money this month as well.
Yeah, we've got at least two guys that have pushed over 10K this month in the team.
Yeah.
Whereas the one guy last month struggled to make about two, I think. So we got him fired up, which is obviously good for him, good for me. And then a few newer guys have come in. Um, they've still made a few grand this month themselves, but let them seeing what I've done this month and what other people in the offer have done has just fired them up more. Now that I've had messages off them this morning saying that they just want to basically smash 10K a month. So it's just inspiring them, which I like. That's what I like most.
Yeah, of course, man. It's like you're leading from the front, For anyone that doesn't know, Damien's also obviously a coach here at RSA. Probably started like 5, 6 weeks ago. And when I said to you, I was like, look, when you start teaching, you start implementing what you've learned, obviously, into the coaching, it's going to make you a lot sharper. And obviously, it's paid off like fucking tripled, obviously, from where you was obviously 12 months ago. And for anyone that hasn't watched the first video, maybe just to give them a quick backstory, because there might be people that have already watched the first one of where you was like, 12, 14 months ago.
Yeah. So yeah, to put it into perspective, actually, I started my first ever sale was the 13th of August 24. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
taken me a whole year to get here. Like obviously, you come into this space and you can make a lot of money quick. But it just shows the compound effect really that does of just being consistent over the year. As we all know, sales is massively up and down. The main thing is you keep your head strong and just keep pushing forward. So this time last year, I made my first $500 in sales, and then exactly 12 months on, I've done 17 and a half. But prior to that, obviously, I was working on the building site, telecoms engineer, um, earning anywhere between two and £3,000 a month, working 60, 70 hours a week. So um, that wasn't obviously fulfilling my dreams and definitely not fulfilling my financial dreams. So that's when I quit and decided to jump into high ticket sales.
Yeah, man. And for you, like quitting the job, obviously, I know we're obviously going back over it, but like it's probably scary letting go of something that you only know, right? And you kind of gone with this belief system, you need to obviously have that safe job. It's obviously going to always pay the bills, but what I like to share is what about if that safe job is actually keeping you poor? And I feel like that's what you said, obviously, in the last video that you did. But yeah, share what you said before because it was powerful. If you can remember, you said something about like they'll pay you enough to keep you obviously
Mm.
something like that, weren't it?
Yeah, so what they do, this is my view. I'm not sure if people agree, but my view is the big companies, your normal nine to fives, um, they're going to pay you enough so that you're not poor, but they don't pay you enough that you'll ever be rich. So they keep you in a position where you're comfortable. So it's almost too risky to take a jump because you think, oh, I've got a solid 2-3 grand a month here, but you can never go buy that Rolex. You can never just jump on a plane and travel where you want, because they keep you that comfortable. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. And I think for the viewers, like, there's a lot of viewers that watch the YouTube and like they're obviously on the fence of like whether it would obviously work. And I get it because it's a complete career transition, you know. Not only are you going from this safe environment, whether you're in construction, maybe you're an accountant, whatever you're a teacher, whatever you're doing, you obviously have to learn a new skill. That's scary because your identity is like, I don't want to go back to school. This is who I am. But that's just a label that you've actually put on yourself or what you've actually let society put on yourself. So when you label yourself that I am this person, I'm a teacher, I'm obviously a builder, I'm a Sparky, whatever. Like, if you keep saying that's all you can do, that's all you're ever going to be able to do. But if you say, do you know what? I do this job as a BT engineer and it pays my bills, but I'm learning remote sales because I want to make a career in transition so I can work remote and literally go anywhere in the world and be treated better. That's when you actually start working towards your goals. Like, we've got a young guy now that we're pretty fond of, Sam, and a few others, but like this guy didn't even have the money to get started. And I was like, mate, there's money everywhere. You want to make it happen, you'll go and find it. Within 3 days, he was knocking the door and going, James, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Yeah, yeah. And that's it, man. This game, it takes risk. However, the risk is all on you. Like, it's as simple as that. You get out what you put in with sales, and I guess entrepreneurship in general.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, there's days where I've wanted to quit,
of
or there's
course.
days where you're comfortable. Like this month, I hit my 10K, and I was like, oh, I could have 2 weeks off now.
Yeah.
But that doesn't serve the person I want to become. Yes, the financial goal is there, but do I want to become somebody who slacks off once you hit a certain number? No.
Yeah.
So it's all about you ultimately. So people that are too scared to take a risk, um, basically tells me they're not willing to bank on themselves. They don't trust themselves to do the work. It's as simple as that.
Not willing to trust themselves. And I think a lot of people that keep procrastinating on like new opportunities, it doesn't have to be remote sales, it could be anything, like not even online. It could be, going from, a particular role and making an extra 20K a month, but you're too scared whether you're going to fail and you don't look like you've got egg on your face. But like the more that you keep saying that you're going to go and do something, like, I have friends back home are like, yeah, I'm going to get started, I'm going to get started, I need to do this for my kids. And it's been 6 months. And I'm like, the more you keep saying that you're going to do something and then you don't do it, you keep basically implementing deep down into the root of your core that you can't do it because you lose confidence with yourself every time that you don't follow through with what you're going to say. And same with going to the gym. At the end of the day, you say you're going to go to the gym this day and then you don't go, you actually start to lose confidence in yourself. Like, is this side of my identity actually going to follow through and go through with what I'm saying? So, I love it, man. But yeah, like I said, didn't want to take up too much of your time when I were going to talk about obviously the guys on the inside and make sure that they go into September and absolutely crush it. But I want to ask you this last question. What do you feels like made you have so much success, in 12 months and making a complete career transition from being in BT to now being remote? You've worked Bali, Thailand, and you could go anywhere in the world that you wanted now. What do you think's like been the main driver for your success?
Find your real why,
Yeah,
back yourself, and just commit.
yeah.
Simple as that.
It's
But
simple.
it is as simple as that. Sorry, bro, but yeah, it's just you. Obviously, we go back a long way, but you know how much I hated being stuck in a 9 to 5 because I was time poor as well
Yeah,
as money poor. I couldn't go back to working 60 hours a week, making somebody else rich, and then not having time to myself. That for me was a big enough why. We're all on limited time. I know it sounds cliche, but we are. You need
yeah,
to take the jump and commit to yourself if you want to do that, and obviously your family.
yeah, of course, man. Like, at the end of the day, your why will be the reason why you start. And if you can learn to have a big enough why, it's going to be easy when you get on the call because that's what you're looking to do. If you can find the real why of why someone wants to make a change, you can help them make that transition a lot smoother. So if you can't do it for yourself, how are you going to expect to be able to jump on calls and do it for someone else? But yeah, I love that. And I want to say I can see the flag in the background. It's good to see. We've got that going. So yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it there, and I hope you guys are obviously inspired, and you know what you need to do, man. If you feel that you want that career transition, then it's on you. Find your why, write down why you want to make a change, and just make it happen with whatever it is that you want to do in life.